Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zoronden, and today you are tuned into an update to my original video called Pandas Join the Horde. So this will be Pandas Join the Horde update. And basically this is just the live version of that same event. I'm going to do it without the crash in it that was existed in my original as well. So let's go ahead and get into that. We're going to talk to Spirit of Master Shang Zi here. And we will grab the quest, and I will be presented with my choice of Horde or Alliance here shortly. So I hit that. I'm ready to decide. I get my nice banner that says the Alliance, the Horde, a nice description of that. And then, of course, you simply choose the one you want. Now, when you are doing this, don't click the wrong one, because you don't get to choose again. You'd have to delete your character and redo it. So, join the Horde for the Horde. We'll get a quick little cutscene here of us riding the hot air balloon to Orgrimmar. There's Master Shang Zi kind of bowing to us and fading away as he has, of course, passed if you've followed the plot of this, of the Wandering Realm at all. And of course, there is the Wandering Isle in all its glory. Obviously, is of course the big turtle Shang Sun Su, I believe, or something along those lines. Obviously, a very Asian name. I often get those things wrong. I try to do my best, but Shenzhen Su. I don't know. It's something like that. Anyways, we will load up here, and if you did see my original video, this will look familiar. It is the obviously it's the entrance to Orgrimmar, but I mean the hot air balloon there as well as G Firepaw. So we grabbed the quest from G Firepaw, and you can pause that quest there, or pause the video there and check out the text if you want. But of course, we are heading to Garrosh Hellscream and the throne room. And as we run through here, we are going to encounter guards that are going to give us special greetings and stuff that obviously don't normally exist. Because, you know, it's a momentous occasion that Pandaren are joining the Horde, that we're even on outside of Pandaria to begin with, you know. So there's some of the guys we rescued from the Alliance and the airship earlier talking to us as well. And so we're going to head on up here towards the throne room. G Firepaw is going to see the command board. You can check that out. He gets really excited about it. He's like, look at all the cool things we can do. Get some quests and turn them in and get XP. Anyways, we will head on in here to Garrosh Hold and talk to Garrosh Hellscream. And the big thing I wanted to do this reason is that Garrosh is going to have voice files, which you may or may not have just heard there for a second. So, let's let it go.
Now, rise. You've made a wise decision to join my horde. There are some that will call us barbarians, the mongrel races of Azeroth. They are ignorant and blind to reality. Look around you, Pandaren. You will find no better partner in battle.
Of course, he talks bravely and boldly about the orcs. He talks about the Tarn and says that, you know, they're useful. He's not saying they're good people or they're anything like that. And then he says even a blood elf can hold a sword. It's just the arrogance of Garrosh, the racism of Garrosh just really irks me. I don't like him, and I don't know if they are playing this up because we know he's on his way out, or if this was kind of their original intent. I really feel they're pushing him out, that they're making it easier to hate Garrosh. I mean, obviously before you didn't like him to start with, but they just straight up, you know, let's make you not like him. And it's almost too easy. I kind of like him being a middle ground guy that we can debate if we like him or not, and then eventually outing him. So, whatever that may be, whatever you want to say it is what it is, and we're all going to hate Garrosh by his end. Of course, then here as well, he talks about how we can no longer have contact with the other Pandaren, the Pandaren who have joined the Alliance, that is. So, obviously, that's why you can't communicate with him. It's more a game mechanic. But, you know, you're not supposed to have contact with him because he'll kill us if we do. A little harsh, maybe, but it's understandable. They're essentially traitors to the Horde, even though they're not. It's interesting. I guess they're not traitors, but enemies. Anyways, we're going to head over to the Valley of Honor now and do a little arena event that Garrosh has set up to judge if we are worthy of the Horde. So I'm going to run over there, and I believe there's a few more comments from people that happen along the way, so I will leave that open to seeing that situation. That shaman there says, "Welcome to Orgrimmar. How have you come to serve the Horde?" Apparently they are wondering how Pandaren came to be part of the Horde. And then this is really interesting. You go through this area and they're talking about how the War Chief doesn't like loitering of non-orcs in this part of Orgrimmar. G. Firepaw, of course, questions he segregates the city. You know, this is more just angst towards Garrosh, and he started this in Cataclysm. He kicked out the trolls. That's obviously why Vol'jin has so many issues with Garrosh right now. Personally, I'm kind of voting for Vol'jin for new War Chief. We'll definitely have to see how that plays out. Obviously, with 5.1 coming up, we're going to get some Vol'jin information or lore or story plot points, so we'll keep a close eye on that and see what happens with that. And I believe a goblin just called us funny looking. Of all the races of Azeroth, to call us funny looking, a goblin. Yeah. And apparently Recall isn't too smart. I don't know who Recall is, but he like fish. Anyways, Garrosh is right up here. You can see the instancy thing swirling. That is kind of where that quest is going to take place. So I will get up to Garrosh here, turn that in, grab that, and we jump on in here. And this is a little arena event that did not work the first time I did this video way back in the beta. This is a big part of why I wanted to do this. Again, I've only done this twice. It didn't work once, and it worked the second time. So, we're waiting for the gates to open, I believe. This is curious, because this is kind of what happened last time, and then the gates never actually opened. Actually, I guess there aren't really gates, but the mobs are supposed to spawn. And what happened last time is the mobs just spawned and disappeared. Now, of course, that was in the beta. I assumed with live it would be fixed by now. Maybe, yeah, I mean, there's no option to talk to Garrosh. There's no option to talk to G.
Time to act is always.
So, hopefully it's fixed for live. I'd kind of be upset with Blizzard if it's still broken here in the live edition. Anyways, I am going to edit it to the fight whether it works or not. So if that happens, you will see. Alright, here we go. The thing that appears to be occurring is the event only happens every few minutes so that multiple people can take part in it. That's why you see a shaman here with me now. So it's not broken, you'll just have to wait a few minutes for it to start.
About the legendary Pandaren and their exotic fighting styles. Now, I want to see them.
Alright, so here we go. I'm going to take on these three guys. A Gron, a Thing, Jontar, I forgot what they're exactly called, and an Etten over there. It is a fairly difficult battle, but with the help of Shaman and obviously G Firepaw, it's going to make it a lot easier. And we shouldn't have a real issue. Obviously, you have to be able to solo it at level 11 or even 12. So, it can't be too hard, as I'm getting my butt whooped a little bit.
I do not have enough energy. I am out of
And there we go, get away from that guy. Alright, the Gron is down. Let's see if we can get this Etten. G Firepaw's even hurt. Not really sure. The event is very bizarre. It seems like it could randomly be way too hard, but it could also be randomly way too easy. But whatever the case may be, it is kind of fun. It's exciting. It's a big, almost raid-style event at a very low level, which obviously doesn't happen almost ever. So there we go, pretty easy. Take down those 3 guys if I'm in range to hit him. There, and well fought. We're all happy about that. And Garrosh will have a few words for us, I think. Alright, apparently once we win, we get kicked right on out, and we need to return to Grommish Hold to turn in the quest. So I'm going to do a little bit of fast forwarding here and meet you back there at Grommish Hold. And here we are back at Grommish Hold, going to run in here to Garrosh Hellscream, turn in the final part of the joining quest here. And of course, he has a few words for you, but more or less it is welcome to the Horde. And with that, we are now a proud member of Garrosh Hellscream's Horde. Hopefully not for much longer. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Please do thumbs up and subscribe so I can bring you more World of Warcraft content. I will be bringing you an updated Alliance joining quest for the Pandas as well, so stay tuned for that in about the next week. And I will catch all of you on the other side. I am, of course, Zoronden. Have a good one.